final day of coverage, the final event. There's a look at the Yangtze River, spectacular forests, lakes, and rivers in this beautiful part of Siberia in Russia. Well, this wonderful facility has been host to this event and the national championships, the university games as well. Well, here we are in the Crystal Palace Arena. What a spectacular facility this has been for this competition with the women's free program coming up in just a few moments. This will be a very exciting event, particularly in the final group, 5 Russian skaters in that group, and that will be a battle for the podium. Let's take a look at the start order for the women's free program.
The skaters of Group 1 may now take the ice for their warm-up.
На разминке спортсменка из Индии.
From India, Paris Rocky.
Спортсменка из Монголии.
From Mongolia, Michelle Ozgon-Baatar.
Спортсменка из Аргентины.
From Argentina, Michelle DiCicco.
Спортсменка из Казахстана.
From Kyrgyzstan,
For the first group of women on the ice for the warm-up, there are 4 groups who will have an ice resurfacing after group number 2. I want to just take a few moments to thank the Russian Federation and all the volunteers here in Krasnoyarsk. What an outstanding job they have done, and all the officials as well. It's not easy to travel around the world, and they've had to go out of their way to get here to make sure this event happens. The coaches along here, you can see the coaches right beside me here, the great work that they do with their athletes, not only as athletes, but also as young people as they guide them through life. Let's take a look at the officials for this event. And just to look at our upcoming schedule, we are on week 5 here, week 4, pardon me. We have 3 more events to take place next week in Ljubljana, Slovenia, then on to Gdansk, Poland. We'll finish out the Junior Grand Prix season 2021 in Linz, Austria, October 7th to 9th, and the Junior and Senior Grand Prix final planned for Osaka, Japan, December 10th to 12th. Remember, we have a very wide range of experienced skaters here in this event. There are 25 women. You're watching the first group right now. The first group was in the bottom of the list on the results of the short program. So the skill level here will be significantly different than group number 2, 3, and 4. platform. You can ask me any questions, send any comments, let us know where you're watching from to Instagram stories at ISU Figure Skating. Love to hear from you. Gives us good content to talk about on the warm-up. Answer any questions. The final day of competition here in Krasnoyarsk. For many of us here on the crew, it's 8 weeks away from home in Europe. And it's been interesting times, of course, during the COVID pandemic. Constantly having tests and papers to fill out, forms to fill and hand in, and it's quite an extraordinary experience.
There is 1 minute
indeed.
left in this warm-up.
Well, the stands are beginning to fill up. Again, there's a 3,500 seats are in this building. They're only allowed to sell 1,000 tickets, and it looks like that's what they have done for this event. On both sides, you can see, this is behind the judges here, you can see the stands certainly not full, but people in there and around the rink as well. So there's probably at least 1,000 people in this facility. There's a look at the coaches at ringside.
Skaters,
Finish
the
the warm-up.
warm-up has ended. Please leave the ice.
We'll get this event started. Always bottles of water right beside the gate for the athletes.
Our
first competitor comes from India. This is always such a wonderful, heartwarming story from these skaters from India. They don't have a lot of ice time, if any at all. This is the first time, I think, in a year that this young woman has been on the ice, 17 years old, 24th after the short program. And she will skate to run away.
I was listening to the ocean. I saw a face in the sand. But when I picked it up, then it vanished away from my hands. Gone. I had a dream I was 7, climbing my way in a tree. I saw a piece of heaven waiting patient for me. Gone. And I was running far away. Would I run off the world someday? Nobody knows, nobody knows. I was dancing in the rain. I felt alive and I can't complain. But no, take me home where I belong. I can't take it anymore. I was painting a picture. The picture was a painting of you, and for a moment I thought you were here, but then again it wasn't true. Dark. And all this time I have been lying in secret to myself. I've been putting sorrow on the forest place on my shelf. Da-dee-da. And I was running far away. Would I run off the world someday? Nobody knows, nobody knows. I was dancing in the rain. I felt alive and I can't complain. Oh, take me home where I belong. I got no other
Sorhi.
Well, what a lovely young woman. Beautiful feeling in her performance. You can tell she just loves to be out on the ice. No question the skills aren't quite there, having to think about, each step and losing the balance a little bit here and there, but what incredible courage it takes to come onto an ice surface where you have competitors doing so much more, but you want to participate. There's the single flip. And that was really nice. Nice extension as well. Here's the flying Cispin. Not very much of a fly there, but that's okay. That'll come in time. You can see it's a little bit more of a struggle, but I think this young woman has not been on the ice. If I remember correctly, the story that she's not been on the ice in a year. So she only got here and got on the ice for the first time. And there's a loop jump right there as well. Well, it certainly takes, great pride, passion, courage to participate. It's in beautiful arm movements, really feeling for the music. Loves to connect to that, and right at the end of the program, watch right here. There it is. Beautiful smile. Just so happy to be out on the ice. It is a privilege. We're certainly not going to see, big scores. 19.81. She seems pretty happy with that. Pari, very thrilled with being here. 27.56 total for the competition. Charming smile, a little wave. Family back home.
Sorry, 27.56 points, which is currently in first place.
На льду спортсменка из Монголии.
Our next competitor comes from
On the ice,
Mongolia.
representing Mongolia, Mishil
Mishil is
Otgonbata.
15 years old. This is her first Junior Grand Prix event, 23rd after the short program. Coached by Robert Mauti. We'll skate to selection from Cinema Paradiso.
Michel Odzgon-Batar.
Well, very nice support from the fans here in Krasnoyarsk. This was a tough skate for Michelle. She can certainly do those doubles. There's no question. You can see she gets around, but she just lost coordination of her body during this program, and jump after jump went down. 5 falls in this program. And it's tough because you just get so disappointed every time out. You try a new jump and it goes down, and you dig a deeper hole. There's a beautiful split jump there coming into the Salchow combination, or double flip, sorry, gets around that, no problem. Then this double flip and cannot get that free leg out. But you can see the double flip, no problem. So all the doubles aren't a problem for Michelle. She just was way out of herself here today, not in control. Just one of those very bad nights for skaters. And they happen to the best of them, that's for sure. And double flip a little bit later in the program, gets that done. And then the flying cistern right at the end of the program in level 2. When you don't, this is such a difficult sport, because just learning to have balance on blades on ice is one thing, and to be good enough to get the confidence to jump, leave the ground, and to spin, and to go fast, it takes a long time. Oh, there are 11 elements in this program with 6 reviews. So just checking with the under rotation. The great thing, the technical panel has to stay true to the rules on every skater, no matter if the skater has no experience or a skater has a ton of experience. They must apply the same rules. So in those skaters that have more challenges and are not quite as balanced or quite as coordinated or good at the moment, usually it takes a little bit more time. Here are the scores for Michelle for the free program. .87 for Michelle, second skater out. That puts her in first place in the free program with a total competition score of 44.89. That put Michelle also overall into first at the moment.
Please welcome, representing Argentina, Michelle DiCicco.
Well, Michelle DiCicco, 18 years old, first junior Grand Prix season, only second after the short program, skating free here to a new Swan Queen.
I had the craziest dream last night about a girl who was turned into a swan.
Michel Di Chico.
Well, Michelle had a pretty good program. Good basic jump technique on the doubles. There aren't any triples or double axels. That's fine. No problem. But her double jumps, nicely done. Very nicely done. And some good spins as well. So this is the stage of development for Michelle at this point. And look at the double loop right off the top of the program. Nice and straight all the way around. Beautiful extension on the landing position. Same thing here, the double Lutz. Euler keeps it moving across the ice up into the double Salchow. A little forward on the landing there, not a big problem. And double Lutz a little bit later. Nicely done, right up over the pick, right on top of the landing foot. And that free foot extends back. And the double loop, single toe loop a little bit later. Nice and straight in the air and very tidy as well. So some nice elements. Basic jump technique and mechanics are very good. Pre-program score for Michelle, 51.83. That's first in the free program. Total competition score is 78.60. Michelle Di Chico from Argentina, currently in first place.
Встречайте, спортсменка из Кыргызстана.
Please welcome, representing Kyrgyzstan, Aybike Yesentaeva.
Aybike is 14 years old, 21st after the short program, coached by Alexander Nestorova.
IBK Yesentaeva.
We can see early on in the group, in this first group, that it's harder for the skaters to really enjoy the performance because they're having to concentrate so much on just keeping the balance and basic skating skills and jumping skills and whatnot. IBK certainly had a pretty good technical performance. There's a lovely smile. Oh, new experience for most of these skaters. Of course, this whole season we've seen nothing but new, or pretty much nothing but new skaters we've never seen before. Fight, get that free leg back on the double lutz. A nice double flip here. Good speed through those 3 turns up into the air, hands above the head, right on top of the landing foot, so that was nice. And the double lutz, hands above the head again, gets the free leg back into a single toe loop. Here's a forward entry into the combination. You can see losing the balance and traveling, and now tries the windmill traveling as well, so she had to really fight hard to keep the balance on one foot, and did. Got back sort of organized in the second half of that spin. Double salchow a little bit later into an Euler, another double salchow. But you can see just concentrating, you know, after that jump, heads down and marching off to the next element. And in time, you won't need to think too much. It'll be just automatic. And that's just the thousands and thousands of hours of more training that makes it automatic. Well, 6 reviews on the elements, but here are the scores. .41 for LBK. That's second in the free program. Total competition score 77.55. That will also put LBK currently into second place overall. Our next competitor comes from the Philippines.
Please welcome, representing Philippines, Charmaine Sky Chua.
Charmaine, 18 years old, 20th after the short program, coached by Clarice Roman. And she will skate the free program right now to Anastasia Melod.
They said I was found by the side of a road. There were tracks all around. It had recently snowed. In the darkness and cold, with the wind in the trees, a girl with no name and no memories but these. Heart, don't fail me now. Courage, don't desert me. Don't turn back now that we're here. People always say life is full of choices. No one ever mentions fear or how the world can seem so vast on a journey
Charmainskaya Chua.
Well, a lovely piece of music for Charmaine. Very elegant skater, very tall. And coming off the ice, let's take a look inside the program. Some nice double jumps. Keeps her head up really nicely. There's the double flip, no problem. Reloads for the double toe loop, gets it done. Here's the double Lutz. Little bit on a lean, tight landing edge, just into a single toe as well. So then there's the double loop. Down, watch those left arm in front that it releases. Gets a rotation going. And another double flip here. Watch bend on the knee, straight up. And right on top for the landing. It's good, really nice. There's the layback spin in at level 2 at the end of the program. Lovely. As I mentioned, they have this beautiful music. Skaters love the music. They want to perform to the music, but they also got to do the jumps and spins. And so it just takes a while to get so much confidence that you need and to make yourself comfortable in the program that you can perform at a higher level. Well, 11 elements and 8 reviews. So that's, although they're almost through it, but that's a lot of reviews. Checking the rotation on the jumps. The double axle, of course, was a downgrade. Under-rotated on the double toe loop. And edge and under-rotated on the Lutz. And, so just little messy things on the jumps, which the technical panel has to investigate, if you will, and apply the same rules across the board. Well, needs a 48.64 to take over the lead. Well, there's the scores for Charmaine, 49.73. That's second in the free program. And a 79.70 for Charmaine. That puts her currently into first place.
79.70 points, and she's currently in first place.
На льду спортсменка из Таиланда.
On the ice, representing Thailand, Apeksana Tangsata
Apeksana, 14 years old, born in Bangkok. 19th after the short program. Is going to need a 44.07 to take over the lead. Final skater in group number 1. Apeksana will skate to Moulin Rouge.
Apiksana Tansata Pornpan.
Well, what a nice dramatic program by Apiksana. She looked passionately involved. Got that double axel. She looks pretty happy coming off the ice, that's for sure. Had a smile most of the way through the program. Here's this double axel. Watch the arms back and free leg forward. Snaps her way up into the air. Gets around nice and cleanly. And then double flip. Keeps that jump nice and straight into the double loop. Very quick between the two jumps. Landing of the first jump needs to be the takeoff of the second. Here's double lutz. Right into another double loop. Has that combination down very well. Keeps the free leg in front and just quickly releases up into the second jump. There's the look at the triple salchow attempt. It certainly didn't lift up and get tight enough in the air, but good for her to try it here in competition. Nice job. These skaters are just thrilled to be here and to be participating in this. That's what it's really all about at this stage of the game. Free program scores for Apiksana, 57.33. That's first in the free program. For a total competition score of 92.97, Apiksana is currently in first place overall after the first group.
На разминку приглашается вторая группа спортсменов.
The following skaters of Group 2 may now take the ice for their warm-up.
На разминке спортсменка из Узбекистана.
From Uzbekistan, Amalia Sulaimonova.
Спортсменка из Узбекистана.
From Uzbekistan, Nijina Bonu Jamalidinova.
Спортсменка из Великобритании.
From Great Britain, Елена Комова.
Спортсменка из Мексики.
From Mexico, Alejandra Asuna Tirado.
Спортсменка из Австрии.
From Austria, Dorothea Leitgeb.
Спортсменка из Израиля.
From Israel, Victoria Yushenkova.
All right, a couple minutes to answer some of the questions that have been sent in on Instagram. And the question was about why in the short program do single jumps not get a value, but in the free program they do. Well, there are specific requirements in the short program that need to be a double flip, for instance, and if you single that flip, it's not according to the rules, and you'll have no score for that. In the free program, though, it's open, and if you do your single jumps, as we've seen here today, you will get the value of that. But the short program is prescribed, and if you don't do the element as prescribed, you'll get 0 for that element. Does each country get some allocated the same amount of spots to enter? No, of course, the countries that fare the best, the Junior World Championships and the series, will take more spots. Obviously, the Russians usually have 3 in each spot, in women, men, and in pairs and dance. It just depends on how well you are doing in the juniors, so it's not the same for all the countries. But you do get a spot, but maybe not 3. Why are the technical panels not representing the country like the judges are? The tech panel is, as the referee is seen as an ISU appointed position, and so they are not representing the country, they represent the ISU, and there's different roles. It's not an assessment or a judgment, it's a detailed process by which, and I really wish the fans would be able to listen to the technical panel. You'd be just amazed at the work that they do when they analyze the degree of difficulty or the levels of difficulty for a spin, for instance, and they're counting the revolutions and the positions and making sure that they're in the right positions, etc., and that the rotations are there for the jumps. They don't even know what color the outfit is. They are so focused on analyzing the technical elements and making sure that the name of the element is accurate to what the skater had done, and also to the degree of difficulty, of course. So they represent the ISU, as does the referee, and the judges on the junior on the Grand Prix series represents the federations. And a couple of questions here. Hey Ted, why do you love figure skating so much? Well, I took up figure skating because I wanted to improve my skating skills for hockey, and then once I realized how hard it was, I got addicted to trying to achieve the next jump. And then I spent my life in the sport. It's pretty spectacular. I mean, I don't think people really fully understand how difficult this sport is, because in very few other sports do you have to look good, perform, as well as execute incredibly physically technical elements. It's so difficult just physically, and then on top of that you have to perform and to music and keep character and et cetera, et cetera. But when it all comes together, it's just like a great performance that you see in the theater. So I have a real appreciation for the athleticism, for the art, for the entertainment. And I don't know, I thought it was a good thing to do. I love it. I was a skater at the World Championships, and I was a coach, national team coach for many years. And so I've been involved in the sport all my life, and
Skaters,
will
there is
continue
1
to do
minute
so
left
as
in
long as
this
I've still seen
warm-up.
Question, do you like Siberia? I love this part of this country. It's so natural. I live in British Columbia, of course, lots of lakes and rivers. I love to fish. I fish quite often on lakes with like the fly fish, and this part of the country, I look at it and I just kind of drool thinking about, wow, this would be terrific just to fish the lakes and streams. It was nice message from Slovakia to all the organizational staff and TV production people. Thank you for sending that nice message in.
Разминка окончена. Просьба спортсменок покинуть лед.
Okay, keep sending those questions into Instagram stories at ISU Figure Skating. Here we go for the group number 2.
Для исполнения произвольной программы на лед приглашается спортсменка из Узбекистана.
Please
From
welcome
Uzbekistan,
representing
Amelia,
Amalia
14 years old,
Sulaimova.
born in Tashkent, coached by Irina Sazonova. 18th after the short program. Needs a 57.19 to take over the lead. Skating to Young Hart.
Amalia Sulaimonova.
Amalia had a good technical program. Got both double axles done. To fight hard on a couple of the landings and did. See the eyes of concentration and focus right off the top of the program. Here's this double axle. Roller into the double flip. Tight curve in this back outside edge. Gets the pressure on the edge right there. Gets the double axle done. Hops over to the Oiler into the double flip. So nice opening combination. Going to want to stretch that out across the ice a little bit more. Here's another double axle. Tight corner. And gets all the way around. So no problem getting the jump done. It just won't receive a high GOE because it's on those tight curves. Double Lutz, double toe. Watch here. Oh, here's the double Lutz, double toe, pardon me, or double Lutz. The scores for Amelia. Free program score 62.41. That's first in the free program. Total competition score of 98.20. That will also put Amelia currently into first place overall for the moment. Gina Bono, 17 years old and 17th after the short program. Skating to Asturias.
Nijina Bonu Jamolidinova.
Well, some good technical, difficult elements performed by Nijina Bonu. We'll take a look at the first double axel and the triples as well, like getting all the way around. Watch the arms snap back and forward, lifting her way up into the air. A little over rotation on that. See what the feet are doing here. Not too bad. Could have kept them tighter a little bit longer, but and the triple toe loop, double toe combination. How easy that is. Straight up, nice and tight and straight in the air. And then right down the ice, and second triple salchow, kind of falling into the Euler into a double salchow. That Euler is a bit awkward coming off of one jump into the next, unless you really control it, and it's not easy to do. And there's some of the step sequence that's in only at a level 1. Here's the final spin. Just a little bit of traveling there, but not too bad. Fourth part of the blade. She's a little frustrated there on something, but overall pretty strong performance. 61.03 is the score to beat. She's going to do that really pretty easily, I think. 73.63, that's first in the free program. Total competition score 110.81. That puts Nijina Bonu currently into first place.
On the ice, representing Great Britain, Yelena Komova.
15-year-old Yelena Komova. Second Junior Grand Prix season, 16th after the short program, coached by Philip Harris, 63.06, personal best a couple years ago, skating pas de deux.
Елена Комова.
Well, Elena doesn't even look out of breath one little bit. She had a nice performance, did some really nice elements. There are 11. Let's take a look at that first triple loop and see. It's a little bit too far back on the heel and fall. Let's see if it gets all the way around. It looks to me on the quarter, but it is under rotated in the judging system. The triple toe, double toe, this was beautiful. Great timing with the knees on the takeoff with the triple toe and the double. Just kept it nice and smooth. And the double axel off the end of the edge. Euler under control. And triple Salchow. Nice job. She's really patient between the axel and the Salchow. Took her time to get herself balanced. And here's the triple Salchow one more time. See that free leg lifter up in the air. Rotates pretty quick. Got some good flexibility and a nice straight, strong back. Beautiful posture. Pre-program scores for Elena Komova of Great Britain. .27, that's first in the free program. And a total competition score, 121.02. That'll put Elena currently in first place overall. Our next competitor comes from Mexico, Alejandra Osuna Tirado, 18 years old. Had a chance to speak with her a little earlier today. What a charming young woman she is. Just delightful. Thrilled to be here. Long, long journey to get here to Krasnoyarsk. Skating to Sarabande Suite.
Alejandra Asuna Tirado.
Well, Alejandro comes up with a big smile on her face. I think she's pretty pleased with that performance. As the music built up, the intensity, and so did she. And for the most part, right on top of her landing foot. There's a double axel right off the end of the edge. A little loose in the air. You can see the legs. We'll watch this on the second double axel. Watch. We can just slow that down quite a bit, Philip, maybe. Yeah, watch here. You'll see it open, and you can see space between the legs. So the problem with that is you can still get around the jump, but the problem is it's just inefficient and it warps the rotation. So you want to have legs tight, the feet tight. You can see there a double flip, or double flip, double loop, and we'll see the same thing here, the double lutz. See that free leg will ride up. It's way up on the other leg, and although that's okay for juniors, it will not help you get a triple. You need to have those legs nice and tight, and aesthetically it's better when the legs are straight as well. That's just some work for Alejandro to do.
Hola a todos, les mandamos un abrazo enorme. Andy.
A todos en México les mando un saludo muy grande.
Now they have a really long trip, you know, to and from. Had to fly from Mexico City to Los Angeles to Moscow, all the way to Krasnoyarsk, over 30 hours, I believe.
Muy bien. Gracias a todos.
But they were happy to do so, happy to be here in this part of the world at a Junior Grand Prix and gain this experience. And it's amazing to think people in Mexico City right now, friends and family and schoolmates and colleagues watching this live so far away. Let's take a look at the scores for Alejandro Osuna Tirado of Mexico for the free program. 70.01, that's third in the free skate so far, with a total competition score of 109.46. That will keep Alejandro currently into third place overall for the moment.
На льду спортсменка из Австрии.
Next to skate, representing Austria, Dorothea Leitgeb.
Doroteo, 17 years old, 14th after the short program, coached by Sonia Harand, needs 81.52 to take the lead. She will skate to music from Aladdin.
Oh, imagine a land, it's a faraway place, but a caravan camels will roam. Come on down, step on by, up the carpets and fly to another Arabian night. As you wind through the streets at the favorite bazaars with the cardamom and muttered stones.
Dorothea Leitgeb.
Well, that was not the strongest performance for Dorothea. She's strong, the jumper, but it just wasn't on top of her game. Let's take a look at the triple Salchow. That looked pretty good straight up in the air, but you see the feet. We'll take a closer look at the feet. The free leg got stuck in front, couldn't get out. Watch here, the left down, the left foot right there. It got stuck in front. They both touched down at the same time. You got to be removing that free foot back so that the weight can be shifted right on top of your landing leg. Here's double flip, no problem. Double toe loop. But just still looked a little shaky even there at the end of that combination. A little bit tired as well. The step sequence comes in at a level 2. There's some of the steps right there. And a little bit later in the program, near the end, there's double loop jump on a lean. You can see still struggling, bends forward on the landing. So the coordination that Dorothea had at the beginning of the program started to deteriorate a little bit partway through the program through fatigue, and then the technique starts to go, and then it's just fighting for survival. Pre-program scores. .26. That's fourth in the free program. Total competition score of 108.77. That'll be put Dorothea currently into fourth place.
Please welcome, representing Israel, Victoria Yushchenkova.
Well, Victoria Yushchenkova from Israel, 17 years old, 13th after the short program, 85.30 personal best back in 2019. The free program needs 78.77 to take the lead as she skates to Schindler's List.
Victoria Yushchenkova.
Well, Schindler's List music has been used a number of times, and there's a few times that it is just spectacularly heartbreaking and beautiful in the same phrase. Music is spectacular itself. It's difficult for juniors to really get that full interpretation where they're focusing and concentrating on elements as well, as Victoria did here and skated really quite nicely in a number of things. Great fight back with the triple flips. We'll take a look at that. Here's the double axel, double toe loop off the beginning. Great speed off the end of the edge. Lovely momentum to the Euler into the double flip. Good ice coverage. That was nice. Let's see what happens with the triple flip here. There's the 3 turn right there, and a little slow getting around into rotation and didn't get all the way around and had to fall. But comes right back down the ice, pushes itself up higher and faster, under rotated, but into the double toe loop. So some success there. Made an adjustment right away and fixed it on the next jumping pass. There's the flying sit spin. That's in at level 3. The plus GOE. Nicely centered, keeping pretty much in one spot. And the layback spin right at the end of the program. Layback spin level 4. All features side, now back. 8 revolutions. That was the blade, and then Bielman. All 4 features. All Team Israel in the kiss and cry. Pre-program scores for Victoria: 75.05. That's second in the free program so far, with a total competition score of 117.31. That'll put Victoria currently into second place overall, with 2 groups of skaters to come. There's a look at standings so far after 2 groups. Skate by Elena Komova of Great Britain. She has the lead, but there's some spectacular skating yet to come. So make sure that you stay tuned. The last group, there are 5 Russians, 1 from Belarus. The Americans, Canadian in group number 3. Lots of good skating yet to happen. Okay, we're going to step aside during the ice resurfacing, take a short break. Remember to stay with us. The final 2 groups in this event, week 4 of the ISU Junior Grand Prix from Krasnoyarsk. Well, welcome back to Krasnoyarsk, Russia. For the last time, we look at the Yansi River, hills, and the forests that surround this beautiful city. Beautiful part of the world, no question. So many people don't know about Siberia and Russia. We've had the great fortune to be here a number of occasions. Second time here in Krasnoyarsk for me, inside the Crystal Palace Arena. Just a beautiful facility built for the University Games in 2019. Been used for hosting national championships, juniors, practice rink for seniors. Figure skating, such a big sport and form of entertainment here in Russia. They've done a wonderful job. The Russian Federation has really worked hard at event delivery and done a spectacular presentation here on the Junior Grand Prix, as well as the national test event in Chelyabinsk last weekend. Really enjoyed that as well.
The following skaters of Group 3 may now take the ice for their warm-up.
На разминке спортсменка из Нидерландов.
From Netherlands, Danny Loonstra.
There's a look at the standings so far.
From Latvia, Nikola
Two groups to come. Skating will only get better.
Из США.
Each
From USA,
skater out.
Marin Pierce.
Спортсменка из Канады.
From Canada, Leah Pereira.
Спортсменка из Швейцарии.
From Switzerland, Anna Laporta.
Спортсменка из США.
From USA, Kate Wang.
We had a number of other questions come in on our Instagram storyboard. Hi Ted, wondering when did you start to commentate on the Junior Grand Prix series? Well, that was back in 2014. It was never the intent. I was working for the ISU to help produce with Red Brick a live stream feed, but we thought, it would be nice to maybe start to present the athletes in a little nicer way. And yeah, that's how it started. I was never professional commentator at all, that's for sure, but I love the sport and I really like the kids, or these young people, let me put it that way, and I admire what they do because I did it myself, so I know how hard it is, and it's nice to have support. So that's how I got started 2014 in Courchevel. Is there a specific program from years ago that you remember? Oh, there's so many programs. I'm not sure if you mean on the Junior Grand Prix or not. Of course, Aliona Kostanaya, I would have to say, from a Junior Grand Prix perspective, she skated like an angel, still does to a large degree, and Alexandra Trusova, Anna Shibakova, those really were an era that changed the sport in many ways. At what age do you suggest to start junior and senior? Well, right now the starting age for junior, of course, Junior Grand International is 13, and for seniors 15. So, but there's a lot of discussion around changing that and making the juniors up to 17, that you couldn't actually enter senior until you're 17 years of age. That's what a lot of the discussion is around, because there's a lot of changes in the body and growth, and but, you know, I don't know. That'll be left up for many other people. I used to be very involved in many decisions, but we'll see what happens after the Olympic Games and the Congress, whether they change the age for juniors and seniors. Another question, does the technical panel get to watch playbacks or replays, or is it judged on the spot? No, they do have replay. In fact, that was one of the things that I did many years ago, was working with a group of people to provide instant replay for the judges and the technical panel, but now it works. The technical panel, which they analyze in detail Of course, they take a look. They can do it in slow motion too for most of the elements, not all. And try to really make sure that in any particular competition, specific competition, that the application to the rules are applied exactly the same. And they have a technical panel there with a controller and 2 specialists, 1 assistant specialist, 1 technical specialist, and then if there is a disagreement on a particular element under rotation or downgrade or level 3 or level 4, that would be broken by the controller. So there's a really detailed process, and it is amazing to listen to. Maybe one day that will open up, not for every skater, but for some skaters or in some competitions, so people could really understand the detail by which the technical panel analyzes the program. It really is refreshing. And it's not an easy job, I can tell you that. You've got to know skating. You've got to be a coach or skater, and you have to go through a very, very rigorous training and examination process, which is just, I was speaking to one of the judges the other day and said, I don't know, they have their masters and multiple degrees, but never have they gone through anything more stressful than the technical specialist examination in the ISU. So,
Skaters, there is 1 minute left.
got to know your stuff. Thank you for those questions being sent in. And you can continue 4 weeks of Junior Grand Prix left. Connect with everyone during those times. They're asking if there's skaters from Australia. Yes, for sure. South Africa, yes. We haven't had any South African skaters, I don't think, on this season yet so far, but we have South African skaters on Junior Grand Prix every year. Here we go. Group number 3.
Skaters,
Start to
your warm-up
wind
has
down
ended.
week
Please
4
leave the
on the
ice.
Junior Grand Prix with the women's free program.
Для исполнения произвольной программы на лед приглашается спортсменка из Нидерландов.
Please welcome, representing Netherlands, Danny Loenstra.
Danny Loenstra from the Netherlands, 16 years old, 12th after the short program, second Junior Grand Prix season, skating the free program to Requiem for a Dream by Clint Mansell.
Danny Lundström.
Well, Danny's an interesting skater because when she started to pop some of the jumps at the beginning of the program, the legs were a little bit loose in the air. I thought, oh, okay, well, this is probably going to be mostly doubles. And then she whips off this triple flip, really tight and strong and fast in the air. I thought, oh my gosh, no, she absolutely could do these triples. But for today, triple Lutz was evading her, couldn't pull in quick enough, doubled those, but the other triple jumps really nicely done. Strong skater. Watch the arms of the free leg lifter straight up in the air, Euler into a double flip right off the top of the program. That was nice. Watch this triple flip, very quick. Pulls in, gets that free leg kind of down. The free leg somewhat close to the other leg and rotates faster, gets all the way. Here's the triple toe loop. This is nice and straight and strong in the air and into a double toe loop. So certainly can do that. And once she commits to pulling in tight, she rotates quickly. And this is the wanting to go for the triple south butt. Opens up as Danny did in a number of the elements in this program. Then right into the final change combination spin level 4 right at the end of the program. Nice forward outside edge feature right there. Scores for Danny. Free program. 79.82, that's second in the free program so far. With a total competition score of 125.76, that puts Danny currently in the first place overall. Well, from Latvia, Nikola Fomichenkova, 13 years old, 11th after the short program, 9th in week 2 in Courchevel, 89.48 personal best for that competition, needs 78.71 to take the lead. She'll skate to the Storm by Havas.
Nikola Fomchenkova.
Oh, what a nice skate by Nikola. Both Estonia and Latvia have been turning out some nice young skaters. We hope they can work their way through up into seniors. But some great work being done. Lovely posture. Here's the first opening jump combination, triple toe loop, straight and fast in the air all the way around easily. Steps up into the double axel and just has to put a hand down, just loses the balance, has to flip out of that. Comes right back though with a nice triple loop. You can see how quickly she rotates. Triple Lutz a little bit later, backs up over the pick. That was easy. Absolutely all the way around into double toe, double loop. 3-jump combination. I'm giving 9.66 points for that element. Really on top of her game. You can see her coming off the ice, really happy with the performance. You get those programs, you don't know exactly why sometimes, but you just feel balanced. You feel that you're not shaking, you're not on a lean, you're just right on top. And there's other ones where you feel you can't find that center. It's elusive, that's for sure. And there's the Latvian face masks. We've been, of course, to the Junior Grand Prix, been to Latvia at least 2 times, I think, 2 or 3 times in our coverage. Who would have thought that mass would be in such demand worldwide, and probably will continue to be so for a long time, even without COVID. Seems to help people. Of course, the Asian countries have always had masks on when they have colds, and it's become quite a fashion item as well. Pre-program scores for Nikola Fomchenkova from Latvia. Season's best at 93.91. Happy with that. Great job. That's first in the free program. Total competition score 140.97. That puts Nikola currently into first place overall.
Next to skate, representing USA, Marin Pierce.
Marin Pierce from the United States, 18 years old, 10th after the short program, coached by Tom Zakarchek. We'll skate the free program here. The final day of competition, week 4. Marin will skate to Catch Me If You Can, soundtrack by John Williams.
Marin Pierce.
Well, what a charming, playful program. Very expressive. Marin not only likes to jump and spin, but understands the detail of the music and plays with that beautifully. Very expressive. Nice job. You see that little bit of a smile right off the top of the program. A little playful look. Uses her eyes extremely well. It's all part of capturing the judges' attention in the program. Here's the triple Lutz, hands over the head, right on top of the landing, up into the triple toe loop. That may be under, it is actually downgraded in the judging system. Double axel, just beautiful. Great technique into a falling leaf, just lovely. Simple, but lovely. Here's the traveling 3 turns right up into triple loop, hands above the head. Too far forward on the landing loop, didn't have enough momentum to get a nice second jump. There's the triple Lutz a little bit later in the program. The hand over the head, double toe, single loop as well. A little out of position, so it was a bit of a struggle. This triple salchow, watch the free leg lift her up. Nice. Right leg came around and just lifted her off the ice. And watch her eyes and her facial expression right there as the music changed. So did she. Very playful. Adds a lot of texture to the program. Nice. Great job. Wow. Marin gets all those triple combinations going. She's got a lot of great skill. Pre-program score for Marin 99.04. That's first in the free program so far. Total competition score of 150.67. That puts Marin Pierce from the United States currently in first place overall. Well, from Canada, 17-year-old Leah Pereira from Milton, Ontario, coached by Nancy Lemaire and Derek Schmidt, choreographed by Asher Hill, 17 years old, 9th after the short program. Will skate the free program to Dark Eyes.
Очи страстные и прекрасные, как люблю я вас, как боюсь я вас, значит видел вас, я в недобрый час, будто проклят час, когда встретил вас. Очи черные, непокорные, не видал вас, не страдал никак, всю жизнь прожил бы. опять увидел вас. Я бы не добрый час.
Leah Pereira.
Was such a nice look on the ice and great posture and ice coverage and good spins. Certainly had some challenges on a few of the elements in this program here this afternoon. Here's the triple flip off the top of the program. Great speed throughout that whole jump. Nice flow on the landing. Got the free leg back in time. That was good. Here's the double Lutz out. This is the double Lutz. Missed pick. You could see the pick hit the ice and slip forward. So it was more of a blade rather than just a pick, and that's problematic when it comes to triple Lutz. There's the triple loop, not all the way around, and back on the heel, and the blade slips out forward. And look at that beautiful camel spin, though. Turned out toe, pick up speed on the way down into the sit spin. Natural spinner, that's for sure. A little bit later, a triple toe loop. No problem. Stabilizes that landing. And into the flying sit spin at the end of the program. Level 4 for that. I think once Leah gets a little bit more confidence on her ability to turn those jumps, a little anxious on the Lutz, rushes that timing a bit. Triple flip is her favorite jump, I think, because she rarely misses it and does it beautifully. It's an excellent jump. So the flip and the Lutz, not so different. It's just a little bit more uncomfortable going. She released a little bit too early in that upper body in the Lutz, and I know she was going for that, wanting to have that in the program. But not tonight. But good experience gain, coming all the way over here. Surrounded by junior skaters from around the world. Getting to practice with them and watch them in competition. Well, the free program scores for Leah Pereira of Canada, 88.92. That's third in the free program so far. With a total competition score of 142.43. That'll put Leah currently into second place overall for the moment.
Please welcome, representing Switzerland,
Well, our next skater comes from Switzerland, 17-year-old Anna Laporta, 8th after the short program. Second junior Grand Prix season, coached by Xavier Diaz, 94.27 personal best in 2020 at the Nabelhorn Trophy. Skating to Any Time, Anywhere by Sarah Brightman and Carmina Barana by Vangelis.
Anna Laporta.
Well, Anna certainly is strong-willed and physically strong to pull those jumps off, no question. Some technique issues on the takeoffs, but she's so strong she can overcome that. Let's take a look inside the program, a little bit more detail on these elements. Here's the triple Lutz. There's a lot of movement, changes of edge all the way around, though. Gets good height all the way around up into the double toe loop. Here's the triple loop. Straight down, pushes straight up. Nice all the way around as well. Want to keep a little bit more momentum and flow going from the start of the jump to the end of the jump. There's a triple toe loop a little bit forward. So I'm not sure a hop and kind of a half oiler. I'm not sure what it was. It didn't carry a lot of momentum through that, so that was difficult. Here's the triple toe loop a little bit later. That was beautifully done into the double toe with hands over the head. Nice. Really good knee action. You can see that on the takeoffs and on the landings. Nice and smooth. We often talk about the knee action. It's so important. It's critical. Everybody bends their knees, but some to a lesser degree than others, and that can be problematic. Well, Anna would need a 97.13 to take over the lead.
Yeah. If I didn't put the hand, I would.
Let's take a look, see how close that is. Free program scores for Anna Laporta from Switzerland, 96.70. That's second in the free skate. Close. And with a 150.25, that puts Anna currently into second place overall. 6 skaters yet to come. 7 skaters, pardon me. Our final skater in group number 3 from the United States, Kate Wang, 16 years old, second junior Grand Prix season, born in Lansing, Michigan, coached by Jeffrey Crandall, choreographed by Derek Delmore and Massimo Scali. 7th after the short program, 109.34 personal best 2 years ago in Chelyabinsk. She'll skate here, right now, to Haunted Heart.
Kate Wang.
Well, such a consistent skater. Never gives you the feeling that the jump is going to be off. Always balanced on the takeoff, quick in the air, and very solid on the landings. Kind of casual in a way, just confident and casual as she backs up into this triple Lutz. Nice and straight into the triple loop, just beautiful. And that element itself was 9.79, got a quarter on the loop. Here's the triple flip. That was all the way around. It's a beautiful step sequence as well here. The steps are in at level 3, so you can see the nice knee action, deep edges, nice turns. We'll triple flip a little bit later in the program with an Euler awkward one into a triple Salchow. Gets that done. Quarter on the Salchow as well. Okay, it needs a 91.42 to take over the lead. Pretty sure she'll get that and more.
Hi, everybody.
Let's take a look at the scores for Kate Wang for the free program. 111.67. That's first in the free program. Pretty happy with that. Coach asked for a high five. Total competition score 170.93. That'll put Kate Wang from the United States in the first place. 6 skaters yet to come. There you go. There's your results so far after 3 groups. Both Americans up in first and second, but we have a group of 5 Russian women and 1 from Belarus. And here they come.
The following skaters of Group 4 may now take the ice for their warm-up.
На разминке спортсменка из России.
From Russia, Sofia Samodelkina.
Спортсменка из Белоруссии.
From Belarus, Barbara Kisel.
Спортсменка из России.
From Russia, Елизавета Берестовskaya.
Спортсменка из России.
From Russia, Anastasia Zinina.
Спортсменка из России.
From Russia, Елизавета Kulikova.
Спортсменка из России.
From Russia, Sofia Akataeva.
While we watch these amazing athletes warm up, a few more questions have come in. What's your favorite type of skating to commentate on? Well, I really do like the women in the pairs. They tend to be on the juniors, at least in my experience so far, has been the most exciting events. The men were really good here in Krasnoyarsk. It's the best I've seen the men skate for 7 years on the Junior Grand Prix, so that was exciting. And dance is always entertaining as well. Someone asks, how do you keep focused and energy after hours of commentating? Well, I'm not sure that sometimes I don't have the energy, but I love the sport so much that when you're really getting to watch these great skaters, and even the skaters that are more challenged haven't had as much experience, kind of feel responsibility to make sure that everyone has equal coverage, and you recognize the great courage of all the skaters, no matter what their level of abilities are. These are young people, they're impressionable, and they need to be supported. You won't always skate well, and you don't need to tell them that because they know when they don't skate well. They're just going to be disappointed. But you want to encourage them because this is a difficult sport, and you need that encouragement to keep going and work through the issues as you grow. We have a number of quads that we will see here in this group. There's the triple axel, beautifully done. I think you'll see more skaters around the world. There's quad sow and the double toe loop. You'll see more skaters around the world mastering these elements because if they can do it, then others can learn as well. You have to be quick. And you've got to be narrow in the air, rotate very fast, keep the legs together, all sorts of different, there's no tricks to it. And carrying, of course, momentum throughout the jump, really important. You don't want to hooking it around a corner. You want to use that speed of flow to help create that energy to release it into a jump. There's Sofia Akateva of Russia, first after the short program, doing a triple axel, triple toe. She has two quads, quad toe and a quad salchow. You'll see one here, right here, I believe. There's the quad toe, Euler into a triple salchow. Gee, that looked difficult, eh? That's amazing. Quad toe, Euler, triple sow. Quad right here, and this one did not lift up. Rotation started a little bit too late, rotated on the way down instead of on the way up. You want that rotation to start right off on a takeoff so that you can start to open up as you start to come back to the ice. Look at the start order for this, the final group. Remember, the start order is the reverse of the results from the short program. Remember to please subscribe to our ISU Junior Grand Prix channel. Really looking to try to get to that 100,000 mark. We're close, but we're not there yet. We need your help to do so. It's a big honor for the crew here. Worked so hard over 7 years to build that number up. We'd really like to break it this season, but we can only do that with your help. And you also get access to start orders and notifications for when an event goes live on the Junior Grand Prix.
Разминка окончена. Просьба спортсменок покинуть лед.
Skaters, your warm-up has ended. Please leave the ice.
Okay, here we go. 6 skaters. We'll have medal presentations for the dance and the women's after this. It'll be a battle for the podium. No one really knows how people will qualify for the Junior Grand Prix final right now. All they know is they need to be in the top 3. So the battle for the podium in this category starts right now.
Please welcome, representing Russia, Sofia Samodelkina.
Well, Sofia, 14 years old, 6 after the short program. Coached by Sergei Davidov. Has 2 quads planned. The first 2 elements are quads skating the free program to Habanera. Well, you can see a smile of pride in Sofia's face, an expression at the end of that program. Wow.
Sofia Samodelkina.
On the planned program, it didn't have a quad Lutz, but she produced it beautifully at the top of the program. Three quads to start the free program. As Sofia comes off the ice. Let's take a look at some of the elements. Also has a great keen presence on the ice as well, dramatic. I mean, of course, most of the beginning of the program was focused on the jumps. See here, there's the pick. Just beautifully delivered. It's on the quarter in the judges system. That was just beautiful. Here's the quad Salchow. Watch the speed. Watch that right leg lift up, fold in tight, hands above the head, spin so fast. That quad Sow is just beautiful. 12.47 for that one element. Here's another quad Sow. This was a little under rotated, of course, up into a double toe loop. Or that quad Sow right here is actually on the quarter right there. Triple Lutz, triple toe. A little bit later in the program, absolutely no problem. After doing quads, 3 is easy. Gonna put the pressure on, no question. This can greatly change. This is the first skater out in this group in 6th position. Well, 15 points out of first, but only 7 points out of second. And those quads could certainly take care of that, but much will depend on how the other skaters and what the other skaters do in regards to their degree of difficulty. Let's take a look at the scores, the free program scores for Sofia. That's for the free program. Wow, that's huge. The 202.39 for the competition that puts Sofia currently in the first place overall and the one to beat.
Встречайте, спортсменка из Белоруссии.
On the ice, representing Belarus, Varvara Kisel.
Varvara Kisel from Belarus, 14 years old, 5th after the short program. Coached by Marina Zelenskaya. Triple axel planned right off the top as she skates to Moulin Rouge.
One day I'll fly away, leave all this to yesterday. What more could your love do for me? When will love be through with me? caress your skin. It's more than I can
Varvara Kisel.
Well, just 14 years old, Bavara feeling she missed an opportunity. Had a number of mistakes. Skating in the last group is never easy. Very powerful skater. Pretty good jumper, but on today, timing was a little bit off. Let's take a look at the triple axel right here. Slow this down. Yeah, it landed forward actually and on a lean, so had to do the three turn. That was a downgraded triple axel, or under rotated, they said. Under rotated triple axel. There's triple Lutz. Landing forward again. He's just struggling to hang on to the landings. Wasn't quite centered through all the jumps. There's the triple Lutz. And landing forward. This flying sit spin, though, so beautifully quickly down into that low position. 8 revolutions, difficult variation, nice fly. It's in at a level 4, the plus 0.99. Triple Lutz a little bit later in the program. Let's see what happens here. Too far back. The legs got really loose in the air. The free leg got wrapped around. Couldn't push that free leg back. You have to push that back in order to be able to stand up at least on those jumps. If that free leg takes too long, it's really a problem. There's the look you can see. The bar just feeling a missed opportunity. And 100.81. That's third in the free program. For a total competition score of 164.47. That'll put Bavara currently into third place overall with 4 skaters to come. Certainly disappointed, not happy, but this will provide lessons for the future.
Встречайте, спортсменка из России.
Next to skate, representing Russia, Yelizaveta Berestovskaya.
Well, Elizaveta, 13 years old, 4th after the short, first Junior Grand Prix event, coached by Sergei Davidov as well. Skating needs a 137.49 to take the lead. Skating to Clown.
Welcome to the circus. My name is Ringmaster Slick, and there we're gonna have a real good time. And you'll be so amazed by the man who's 10 foot tall. Plays the board just like a pro.
Елизавета Берестовская.
Well, again, when I looked at the planned program sheet, no quad was on it, but she delivers one, attempts one in the first element of the program in this country. And if you're in juniors, you need a quad. They're all doing them. Pays really good attention to the performance, choreography, patient with the detail. Here's the quad. Let's take a look at the landing. Way down low in those knees. And it's on the quarter. So in the judging system, it is on the quarter. Let's take a look at the feet. They get in tight. You can see that little turn on the landing foot on the making contact with the ice. So that was measured in as a quarter. There's the triple Lutz. So beautiful. It's a soft triple Lutz, triple toe loop a little bit later, reloads. Look at the speed between the two jumps. So important to keep gliding straight backwards and use that momentum to help lift you up into the second jump. Here's some really nice steps as well. Step sequence in at a level 4, in fact, and that is unusual for juniors. You don't often see level 4, but great turns and all the required features in order to get up to level 4. There's the last spin, the layback spin at level 4 as well. So most of the elements in the positive GOEs over 1. We should see a pretty good score come up here. Maybe not enough to take over the lead. We'll see. $131.16. That's second in the free program. Total competition score of 196.07. That'll put Elizaveta currently into second place.
Приветствуем спортсменку из России.
Please welcome, representing Russia,
14-year-old Anastasia Zanina, third after the short program, coached by Evgeny Plishenko. 135.38 to take over first place.
Anastasia Zinina.
And another 2 quads delivered in this final group. They seem to really have the timing and the technique down for the quad toes and the quad sows. Just amazing, just 14 years of age, such power and grace and timing. Look at the speed coming in here, way down to the knees, reaches far back. Beautiful quad toe into the double toe. 13.65 points for that element. Second quad toe, great height, but too far back on the heel, a little bit on a lean. Has to step out, flip out of that to save it. And triple flip, no problem there. Hands above the head into an Euler, keeps the momentum and the flow carrying up into the triple Salchow. Triple Lutz a little bit later in the program. Right up into the flying change combination spin. That came in at a level 4. Needs a 135.38 to take the lead. Pre-program scores for Anastasia, 139.18. That's second in the free program with a total competition of 206.20. That puts Anastasia currently into first place. 2 skaters to come.
Next to skate.
Our next skater also comes from Russia, Elizaveta Kulikova, 13 years old, first Junior Grand Prix event, second after the short program, coached by Sergei Davidov. Needs a 139.13 to take the lead.
Елизавета Kulikova.
Well, Elizaveta is not loaded with quads, but she's loaded with personality and determination and great other skills as well. So quick and agile and expressive throughout the program. Wonderful job. You can see the expression right off the top. And here's the double axel off the top of the program. And the triple Lutz, hands over the head. That was easy. Nice straight back and stretch free leg. Look at the head movement, the arms, the shoulders. Beautifully done. There's a triple flip. But certainly in Russia, going to need to learn the quads at some point, or the triple axels. There's a triple Lutz, Euler into the triple Salchow. Beautiful, fast entrance to the double axel, triple toe loop, and with some nice arm movements, working exactly with the phrasing of the music. Layback spin at the end of the program in at level 4, or the flying change combination spin, pardon me. But you can see that charming smile, pleased with the performance, knowing that's all she could do. Here are the scores for Elizaveta Kulikova, needing a 139.13 to take the lead. I think it's going to fall a little bit short there. That's 129.75. That's fourth in the free program. A beautiful skater, but just missing the quads. It's add up to a lot of points. 196.83 for the competition. And that put Elizaveta into third place with one skater to come. A great job. Charming personality, wonderful skills. Much more to come from this young woman. There's the leader after the short program. Sofia Akateva of Russia, 14 years old, first junior Grand Prix event, coached by the team of Terry Tuperadze, Sergei Dudakov, and Gleikenkaus. She has all the weapons, 2 quads planned and a triple axel as she skates to Reflections from Mulan.
Sofia Akateva.
Well, it's hard to read her face coming off the ice, whether she's happy or not with that performance. I mean, 3 quad jumps, 1, 2, 3, plus the triple axel. Hands down, had to work hard to save one of those jump combinations. Work on expression to, I mean, really super picky here. What a great job technically. It's just piling up the points, but still some work on maturity and performance to come. But watch this triple axel right off the end of the edge, arms back, snaps up into the air, beautiful all the way around, keeps the flow on the landing. And here comes the quad toe, triple toe combination, good speed, keeps that momentum in the direction consistent. There's the quad all the way around up into the triple toe loop. Very precise and detailed with the positioning of her body, making sure that nothing gets on a lean. There's a quad Salchow, too far forward on the landing, doesn't bend the knee early enough to absorb that landing, a little bit too far forward. Let's take a look again right here. You can see a little bit on the lean. Another quad toe a little bit later. This also goes forward, hands go down, but gets into the Euler, up into the Osaka. I don't know how she does it. That's awesome reaction. Want to make it a little easier on yourself. Here's a beautiful sliding move right into flying sit spin near the end of the program. That was beautiful. Nice position as well. A flying change combination spin, pardon me, so that's in at a level 4. And then the change combination spin level 4 as well at the end of the program. Well, you only needed 130.32. No question we'll beat that to take the gold here this afternoon. A very technically demanding performance. I'm most certain she's happy to have that over with. Skating last, you have to wait so long. It's an art to be able to handle the pressure for that long. Keep yourself calm, keep yourself focused. Let's take a look at the scores for Sofia Akateva of Russia, final skater, leader after the short. Free program score. 157.19, clearly first place in the free program. Total competition score of 233.08. Sofia Akateva is the gold medal winner. And there you go. By a lot. By a lot. 27-point differential there. Let's take a look at the final standings of the final event here in week 4. Sofia is in first, 233.08. Anastasia second, 206.20. And Sofia, 202.39. And there is a look at the rest of the field.
Среди девушек и танцевальных дуэтов.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes junior women competition. In a few moments, we will start the victory ceremony for junior women and junior ice dance. Stay with us.
Well, there's a look at our remaining schedule. We'll move on to Ljubljana, Slovenia next week, and then on to Gdansk, Poland, and Linz, Austria will conclude the Junior Grand Prix 2021 October 7th to 9th. Osaka, Japan will play host to the Junior and Senior Grand Prix final on December 10th to 12th. Well, make sure you can stay with us to watch the medal ceremonies here in Krasnoyarsk. We really want to take a moment to thank all the officials and the volunteers and the Russian Federation for such an outstanding job in presenting this Junior Grand Prix event here in Krasnoyarsk. Medal ceremony coming up for all of us here at the ISU and for Red Brick Sports. I'm Ted Barton. Thank you for watching. Make sure you join us next week from Ljubljana. Good night, everyone.
Дамы и господа, начинается церемония награждения призеров и победителей этапа ИСУ Гран-при по фигурному катанию на коньках среди юниоров 2021 года в Красноярске в дисциплине «Одиночное катание девушки».
Ladies and gentlemen, ISU Junior Grand Prix Krasnoyarsk 2021 Victory Ceremony Junior Women.
В церемонии награждения принимают участие депутат Государственной Думы Федерального собрания Российской Федерации Виктор Владиславович Зубарев и президент Федерации фигурного катания на коньках России, олимпийский чемпион Александр Георгиевич Горшков.
Please welcome member of the State Duma of the Federal Assembly of the Russian Federation, Viktor Zubarev, and the president of the Figure Skating Federation of Russia, Olympic champion Alexander Gorshkov.
Третье место и обладательница бронзовой медали Софья Самоделкина, Россия.
Third and winner of the bronze medal, Sofia Samodelkina, Russia.
Второе место и обладательница серебряной медали Анастасия Зинина, Россия.
Second and winner of the silver medal, Anastasia Zinina, Russia.
Первое место и обладательница золотой медали Софья Акатьева, Россия.
First and winner of the gold medal, Sofia Akateva, Russia.
Дамы и господа, в честь победителя этапа ИСУ Гран-при по фигурному катанию на коньках среди юниоров 2021 года в Красноярске звучит государственный гимн Российской Федерации.
and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of the Russian Federation.
Ваши громкие аплодисменты победителю и призерам.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are your medalists.
Спасибо.
Thank you.
Начинается церемония награждения призеров и победителей этапа ИСУ Гран-при по фигурному катанию на коньках среди юниоров 2021 года в Красноярске в дисциплине танцы на льду.
RSU Junior Grand Prix Krasnoyarsk 2021 Victory Ceremony Junior Ice Dance.
В церемонии награждения принимают участие генеральный директор корпорации развития Енисейской Сибири Сергей Николаевич Ладыженко и вице-президент Федерации фигурного катания на коньках России Сергей Николаевич Кананыхин.
Please welcome the Director General of Yenisei Siberia Development Corporation, Sergei Ladyshenko, and Vice President of the Figure Skating Federation of Russia, Sergei Kananykhin.
Третье место и обладатели бронзовых медалей Анджела Линк и Калеб Уэйн, Соединенные Штаты Америки.
And winner of the bronze medal, Angela Lin and Caleb Wayne, United States of America.
Второе место и обладатели серебряных медалей Софья Леонтьева и Даниил Горелкин, Россия.
Second, and winners of the silver medals, Sofia Leontieva and Daniil Gorelkin, Russia.
Первое место и обладатели золотых медалей Ирина Хавронина и Дарио Черезано, Россия.
First, and winners of the gold medals, Irina Havronina and Dario Chirizano, Russia.
Дамы и господа, в честь победителей этапа ИСУ Гран-при по фигурному катанию на коньках среди юниоров 2021 года в Красноярске звучит государственный гимн Российской Федерации.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of the Russian Federation.
И, дорогие зрители, церемония награждения завершена. До скорой встречи!
Dear participants and spectators, victory ceremony is over. See you next time.